So we're moving to the upkeep phase. So this is where I can rearrange items and I can decide if I want to put the wooden bat in my hand instead of the knife. It doesn't really matter. They're both close range. They both add 1 damage. The knife is one-handed, so I think I'm going to keep that just so I have a hand free. My goal is to get to the boathouse, get the rope, craft the Disemboweler, and then that would become a 2-handed weapon. I don't know if once you craft a weapon, if it immediately goes in your hands or if you have to wait until the next upkeep phase. Let me see what it says. Crafting allows you to gain an available crafted item card by discarding the item cards and supply item cards, as well as losing the required amount of time. When you gain a crafted item card, either place it into your hand or backpack slot. Okay, that makes sense, because I'd be discarding the knife and bat to get the Disemboweler, so it can just go right in my hands when it's created. I will be so happy if I can do that. All right, so we are going to sprint. Run for your lives. I only have 2 dice, which sucks. Ugh. Okay, 1 success. I think I'll take it. I get to move up to 2 spaces, which is fine. And then we're going to lose a time, so I'm going to accommodate that now. 1 success. Move up to 2 spaces, which is perfect. I'm moving here. I'll show you the location board. So I was in the lakefront with the killers. We're going to move to this space and then into the boathouse. So that's completely perfect. We've got the rope icon. So we are going to pick up the rope. What does the rope cost? The rope costs 1 time to pick up. Why is there such a glare? All right, so we're going to spend 1 time picking up the rope. So I'm going to put that in my backpack. So I think I'm going to do it. So if we want to craft the Disemboweler, I want to put this on my other cam because it seems to be a little bit better, even though there's a glare. The Disemboweler. We need the wooden bat, the knife, and the rope in 2 time. So I have wooden bat, knife, and rope. So we're going to discard those 3 things in exchange for the Disemboweler. And then I need to get rid of 2 times. So I have 4, so down to 2. So that's not good. That's not great, but I think it's worth it. So the Disemboweler, we're going to put that in our hands. It's a 2-handed item. Hands are full. Discarding everything else. I'm just going to chuck those over there. Great. That's fucking awesome. So the Disemboweler, that adds 2 damage to my attack, and it says after applying damage to the targeted enemy, decrease the horror level for each other enemy on the same or adjacent space. And we're kind of lucky because 2 of the killers are on the same space. So if I go over there and attack them, the horror level would go down. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. The cool thing about the Disemboweler too is it does not have a limited number of uses. Like I can just keep using that thing. A lot of weapons, they have, you can only use them a certain number of times before they break or whatever. So that's pretty freaking cool. Now I'm gonna sprint. This is it, man. Alright, we got 1 success. Move up to 2 spaces, lose 1 time. Holy shit. Move 2 spaces. So I'm going here and here. So now I'm in the space with the killer. We're going to play weak attack with the Disemboweler. And I'm targeting Zeke. Like, I can choose which killer I target, right? It doesn't have to be the active killer. Woohoo! Alright, 1 success. So I take 1 damage. I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. It's fine. Now my attack on Zeke. I deal 1 damage plus 2 from the Disemboweler, so I'm dealing 3 damage. So Zeke here, he's got 2 health left. So we're going to take those. Now I dealt 3 damage, so there's 1 damage left over. So his final health token we're going to reveal, and he does not come back for one last scare. So Zeke is dead. And furthermore, because I have the Disemboweler, when I apply damage to the targeted enemy for each other enemy on the same space, I decrease the horror level. So because Trish is in that space, horror level goes down 1 more. That is amazing. All right, so we've lost 1 killer, which is Zeke. So I'm going to remove him. And this is great because their dark power is active, which means that the killer does additional damage if there's another killer in her space. So because Zeke is now dead, Trish does not get that perk anymore because he's not in her space.